Retired Army Major General William Enyart, you've been a guest on the show many, many times. From your perspective, looking at what has happened just over the past week or even 48 hours, are we nearing a multi-front war, or are we in a war now?
Well, I think, frankly, with the number of attacks that have been going on over the last 300 days between Hezbollah and Israel, it's very, very close to war. Certainly when people are getting killed by rocket launches and artillery firing, that is in essence war. It's just a question of how large a war it is. Certainly this could blow up at any time. With the attack killing a dozen children. And this is particularly interesting because Hezbollah almost never denies an attack.
Right.
In this instance, they are denying the attack. That's probably because the children who were killed, the village that was attacked, is a Druze village and not a Jewish Israeli village. The Druze are Arabic, and the Druze religion is an offshoot of Islam, although they are not recognized as Muslim. And in fact, Druze do serve in the Israeli military, unlike most other Arabs in Israel.
Are
so
Druze,
that's probably why.
Are Druze, even though they're Arab, are they a persecuted group by other Arab groups or Muslims?
Yes, the Druze are a religious minority, largely concentrated in Syria, Lebanon, and Israel. And the persecution ranges from fairly dramatic to go along and get along, but they are considered part of the Shia offshoot, and which, of course, there's been centuries of rivalry between the Sunni and the Shia.
There has been another ceasefire deal proposed, Hamas rejecting it this week. And then you have, of course, Secretary of State Blinken and Lloyd Austin in Asia. Is the attention being deflected away from an area that America should be paying more attention to, or have we hit a wall in terms of negotiations and we should expect that the fighting will continue unimpeded?
Well, I think, first of all, we have crises ongoing around the globe, and we have to deal with each of those, whether it's China and Taiwan and the aggression of China in Southeast Asia, or Russia and Ukraine, or in Israel. And frankly, Mr. Blinken's a pretty busy man, as is the entire State Department. What is to come here? Hamas makes a proposal and then backs away from it. Netanyahu makes a proposal and then refuses to go along with it. So each side is guilty of not wanting to resolve the situation for differing reasons. Netanyahu, it's largely suspected for his own political welfare, wants to keep the war going, because as soon as the war is over, in all likelihood, he will be forced to step down. The current polling in Israel, about 70% of the folks in Israel think he should be out of office. And the leader of Hamas has stated that he's willing to fight Israel until the last dead Palestinian. So each side will skate up to the line and then decide, no, we really don't want peace.
Well, it seems as though I know there are a lot of politics, and I know you're reporting accuracies there, but it seems as though what's being lost is the fact that these hostages are still being held by Hamas. They have had every opportunity to return them, and they have not. And so that wall has yet to topple, and we're going to find out, of course, in the coming months whether or not there's any change. General William Enyart, thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Good to be with you today.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.